Every day, Donald Trump's White House implodes just a little bit more. It honestly feels like the Trump administration is one big pressure cooker. In fact, CNN just obtained footage that shows Donald Trump firing Mike Waltz. It's absolutely brutal. You're not going to want to miss it. How's it going, everybody? My name is Hunter Avalone with Occupy Democrats. Welcome back to another video. Now, Trump has been speaking for the National Day of Prayer. And besides the fact that he used it as an opportunity to once again gloat and to condemn Biden for some reason, he also revealed just how little he understands the Constitution.
And you know, they work right out of the White House. They've never done that. That's never been done before. No other president allowed that. I think, you know, they say separation. They say separation between church and state, they told me. I said, all right, let's forget about that for one time. We said, really, the separation? I don't know. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm not sure. But whether there's separation or not, you guys are in the White House where you should be.
Yeah, let's just forget about that one time. Yeah, let's just, you know, who cares, right? for just a second, would any conservative ever be willing to put a pin in it when it came to their Second Amendment rights? Absolutely not. But it's not that surprising that Trump doesn't understand the Constitution. In fact, he doesn't even seem to understand the Declaration of Independence.
And of course, you have the Declaration of Independence.
What does it mean to you?
Well, it means exactly what it says. It's a declaration. It's a declaration of unity and love and respect, and it means a lot, and it's something very special to our country.
So that's the guy defunding the education department. Lovely. Speaking of defunding the education department, things are only getting worse, as Stephen Miller has been loud and proud about the fact that they're going to defund schools if they don't teach patriotism.
Children will be taught to love America. Children will be taught to be patriots. Children will be taught civic values for schools that want federal taxpayer funding. So as we close the Department of Education and we provide funding to states, we are going to make sure that these funds are not being used to promote communist ideology. For any nation to be successful, it cannot teach its children to hate themselves and to hate their country. So these are a few of the areas in which President Trump has fought the cancerous communist woke culture that was destroying this country, where we were led to believe that men were women, that women were men, that racial discrimination was good, that merit was bad, and that safety and physical security mattered less than the feelings of liberal ideologues.
This, of course, is despicable. You shouldn't need to brainwash children into loving their country. People should have a good understanding of their country's history and their country's current state. That's what they should understand. They shouldn't be taught to blindly love their country and wave American flags when they don't even understand why or what they're really supporting. It's also fascistic in the sense that this is blatant anti-intellectualism. He's literally saying you have to be patriotic, and that would almost require removing certain elements of American history. But now the implosion has reached Mike Waltz. That's right, Mike Waltz is officially out as Trump's national security advisor.
All right, there's a breaking news that happened in the commercial break. So what you're looking at photographs right now of Michael Waltz. He is the president's national security advisor, except for we just got news that he is going to be leaving the administration along with his deputy, Alex Wong. Of course, if you might remember the story of Signalgate. I don't know if that's for a particular reason, but there was some consternation among some people about Mike Waltz, who you might remember was a congressman.
This is especially funny because 24 hours ago, Mike Waltz was literally worshiping Donald Trump during his cabinet meeting.
Mr. President, the last 4 years, the world experienced a total lack of zero leadership under Biden. And then we've had 100 days of your leadership with respect, with strength.
I know, that level of sucking up is impressive. North Korea would be jealous. Even worse, but photos were released of this cabinet meeting, and it shows that Mike Waltz was literally using Signal during the cabinet meeting. I'm not kidding, this is unreal. But now Mike Waltz's humiliation is escalating to a whole new level. That's right, the moment you've been waiting for. CNN captured on camera the moment Mike Waltz realized he was done.
And Mike Waltz, we noticed, traveled on Marine One with him, but 10 minutes later, you see it at Joint Base Andrews, that's his figure. He does not get on Air Force One. It's only about a 10-minute flight, so it's extremely odd to take the helicopter flight and then not actually go on the trip. I was told he was not supposed to go on the trip, and so people raised questions about what this moment meant. So we've been asking White House officials about it, and essentially it just got to a point where he didn't have a lot of confidence, not of the president, not of his senior staff, and he was told, I was told earlier this week, that his time as the National Security Advisor had come to an end and it was time for him to leave. And now we are told that he will be departing, and so will his.
Yeah, so another member of the Trump administration is gone. They are literally dropping like flies, and honestly, this just speaks volumes to how unstable the entire Trump administration is. Donald Trump is an unstable madman who couldn't assemble a good team to save his life. And unfortunately, whenever Donald Trump proves himself to be unstable, America is further destabilized.